Alright, so let's play.
50,000 homeless veterans on the street. And we're a grassroots, non-charitable political action committee working to make the VA do its job for our veterans. I just wanted to make sure that we could get that out to you, and all we ask is when you receive your card in the mail, you can just help out with whatever you think is right, okay?
Absolutely. Could I get your address?
Hey, great. I'm glad you're helping out. Thank you so much. We didn't know which one, though. The big one goes out for 200, the basic goes out for 150. Do you want to do the big one this one time, or should we mail out the basic for 150?
Big one.
Well, God bless you. We really appreciate you helping. So thanks so much for that generous commitment. Now, I got to do just one more thing. I got to put you on my verifier. She's on the line right now to make sure we don't give you another call back. Oh, hold on.
Hi, thank you for holding. This is Kathleen with the verification department. And just so you know, this call may be recorded for quality purposes. I see you were kind enough to agree to a generous pledge. Is that correct?
Yes, that is what I said. I said big one.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
This is a
Which
big
are you
one.
using today?
This is
We
awesome.
accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover.
Mailing address. What is your mailing address?
Actual veterans know better than career politicians from Lynchburg, Virginia, which has a different sort of attitude. Like, there's the people who
Yes,
protect our
please.
country,
So who is
and then there's the
calling,
people
please?
who like Lynchburg, Virginia.
This is Kathleen calling for the Coalition for American Veterans.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just saying, I can save you a stamp by processing it today with a
Oh, they're actually from
credit card.
Alexandria,
Would really
not
appreciate your
Lynchburg.
help. Would that be okay?
Not literally,
Yes.
anyway.
Wonderful. Now, whenever you're ready, can you spell your full name as it appears on the credit card, including any middle initial?
Ryan
And of
Pennison.
course, I don't mind holding if you need to go grab your card. Just let me know whenever you're ready, okay?
What is your mailing address according to the CAN-SPAN Act, the Coalition for American Veterans?
Oh, it's the Coalition for American Veterans.
You
Oh, that's
betcha.
no problem. Now,
This
just
is
let me
totally
know
not a
when you're ready to
robocall,
go.
right?
What name should we send it to?
What is your mailing address and phone number, please?
Sure. The toll-free number is 1-833-309-2173. Yeah, the website is www.coalitionforamericanveterans.com. Well, we always leave the amount up to you. Why don't you tell me what you're comfortable with?
What phone number did you call to reach me?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
What telephone number did you call to reach me?
Oh, it's a company that provides us the names and numbers of everyone across the country. So would that be okay?
Yes. What is the name of the company?
Oh, I was just saying that it's a company that provides us names and numbers of people in the United States. So is that all right?
Yes. What is the name of the company that is calling me?
Oh, it's the Coalition for American Veterans. I'll have my system read that back to you to make sure it's entered right. Here it is. Mark Elliott. Is that right?
So you're calling for Mark Elliott?
So that guy,
Uh-huh.
Mark Elliott is the
Can I
chief.
get your first name again?
So you were calling for Mark Elliott, the chief of police of Northfield?
that's just precious.
I'm sorry. Oh, I was just asking what name you wanted on the pledge card.
Oh, okay.
So that's a
Mark
picture of the
Elliott.
new chief of police of Prior Lake.
I'm going to have my system read the address that we have for you.
That's
Here
a
it is.
picture of the current chief of police of Northfield, who was the prior chief of police of Prior
All that
Lake.
correct?
No.
And Prior Lake has a badass editor who published his non-disclosure agreement
Okay.
about harassment.
Lot number if you have one.
So he was paid like $50,000 plus to go away quietly, and then Northfield hired him. We want to fully and finally resolve any and all disputes.
It's odd that you're calling him at this number
without any admission of any kind by either party.
Address. So even though he has come here without a warrant or probable cause,
there's their resignation agreement and release of claims.
But his current address is 1615 Riverview Drive, Northfield, 55057.
He has an associate's degree in general studies. Associate's degree in general... Oh, he does have a bachelor's in political science from St. Mary's.
The call is still open.
Okay.
So you have 1615...
So his public resume doesn't include Bloomington Police Department.
55057, Northfield, Minnesota.
Which is interesting. So my friend found his public resume, which deletes a few years. So I don't know what happened in Bloomington. But we do have some good idea what happened in Prior Lake. He was forced to leave and replaced by an African-American officer who has made serious changes, including... So, the chief of police of Prior Lake bought ads in the Northfield newspaper seeking police officers who would do community policing, which is something that Prior Lake now believes in, but Northfield doesn't.
Is that okay?
So whatever.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Okay. So this is the Coalition for... Who is this? This is the Coalition for American Veterans PAC?
Oh, it's the Coalition for American Veterans.
Okay. And
this is a developing story and may be updated. Whatever. Yeah, you can find this on swnewsmedia.com.
Okay,
Just search for Mark Elliott Prior Lake. Whatever. And then this other thing is public record as well. It's public record, this whole appeal thing, alleging civil rights violations by Rice County and the city of Northfield is public record now, as is this complaint to the Federal Trade Commission and the Federal Communications Commission.
So I believe under the Can-Spam Act, you shouldn't be calling...
Actually, it's not the Can-Spam Act. It's the do not call list. So Republicans called my number...
Are you still there?
Looking for the chief of police, apparently. I mean, his officers have been here several times without warrant or probable cause, and I have video of them forcing entry because they thought that I was Jewish or gay or something, and that I shouldn't have civil rights for that reason. But he doesn't actually live here as far as I know. I mean, they've tried to make me leave town, but I haven't.
Are we in the Fourth Circuit? What's the circuit court?
What is the circuit court for? Whatever. Yeah, the Republicans, because of the whole George Floyd thing, the Republicans didn't want there to be a U.S. attorney for Minnesota.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
And they've been filibustering that. What? So they hung up on me.
No, please don't hang up.
They literally hung up on me as I was trying to pay them because I care about veterans. Right?
Okay, the call is still open. It's been 9 minutes exactly.
So the Coalition for American Veterans PAC.
What is your mailing address?
So if you go to opensecrets.org, wait, Coalition for American Veterans PAC. I lost that.
The Can-Spam Act of 2003 prohibits the inclusion of deceptive or misleading information in subject headings or requires identifying information such as return address and email message.
Oh, that's Can-Spam. That's the wrong thing. Whatever.
After explicit response.
Oh, Open Secrets.
So that's Can-Spam. So I've received unsolicited email from these people. What's robocall?
Wait, so where's not donor lookup? I want...
So that's the Coalition for American Veterans.
Influence and
PAC,
lobbying.
Open Secrets.
I guess we'll just try.
Basically spends money on themselves.
Okay, how the hell do you find... I know I found it before. Open Secrets is a little harder to navigate than it used to be. Dark money, political elections, other political finance, congressional committees. How the hell do you look up a PAC?
Just before the 2000
Influence and lobbying, interest groups, PACs. There we go.
They kind of did like a shakedown around town to try to collect cash.
Oh, listen to this. This is great.
The
I like
shelf, And so they like got small donations from poor people around the town right before the election with people in uniform. They got photo opportunities with local politicians. Thanking the police for their generous use of tax dollars to drum up politically partisan.
So they spent all the money they raised
just before the election. And then they donated.
They raised $1 million.
Some dollars.
They spent $1 million.
And then I donated exactly the same. So they donated. They made a restricted donation of other people. The police were in the newspaper for making a restricted donation of thousands of dollars of other people's money in small change to the food shelf. That was a restricted donation. I made an unrestricted donation to the Community Action Center in the exact same amount that the police made of other people's money using, tax
I guess they
dollars.
started 2018 or 2016.
And city resources that were worth probably more than $2,000 to drum up $2,000 from citizens for a restricted donation to the Community Action Center.
Okay, so they started 2018.
Yeah, that happened. Okay.
So basically, they followed the example of the Trump campaign.
About robocalls to Mark Elliott to.
So this is a criminal organization that does push polls for Republican causes, and then spends all the money of it on itself, basically. I know. So 2020 cycle. So come on. Hello? Why won't it let me refresh that? Let's try reload. Oh, come on. Okay. So, 0 debts, 0 independent expenditures, Coalition for American Veterans, Detwiller Thomas, documents filed. So did they actually donate? So they donated $0 to federal candidates. Basically, they exist only for the purpose of push polls like I just got, using robocalls. So they make robocalls to make veterans in particular scared. They call everyone in the United States of America, even people on a do not call list. And they don't spend a single thing on candidates. So they're a political action committee, a super PAC, that doesn't actually spend money on politics other than that shakedown you just heard, which is illegal because it's a robocall and they didn't want to identify themselves appropriately. So yeah. So that's the Republicans calling for the chief of police at my phone number on the do not call list. Is that precious?